Hi there! Today we're learning English while we walk along the coast and visit a beach on a very hot summer day in Australia. If you're new to learning English and want to see more about life in Australia, maybe you're planning to travel here, are studying here, or will move here for work, this video series will help you understand everyday English while exploring real places around Melbourne and Australia. In this series, I've used the 3,000 most common English words to help you learn quickly through comprehensible input. I make new videos every week, so please subscribe to see them every Sunday. Okay, let's go for a walk. Today is a really hot day. My friend and I want to go for a swim at the beach. Because it's going to be so hot, we're going to go to the beach earlier in the morning. We want to swim before the temperature and the UV get too high in the afternoon. UV is ultraviolet rays from the sun. In Australia, UV levels can be very high, even on cooler or cloudy days. This week, the temperature has been as high as 43 degrees Celsius. That's extremely hot. Right now, it's about 10:30 in the morning and it's already 33 degrees. We're taking a short coastal walk to get to the beach. The walk is about 15 minutes long. As we walk, we can see beautiful views of the ocean from the cliff tops. There's a narrow, sandy track that we're walking along. The trail is not steep. It's very flat to walk on. If the trail was steep, it would be a much harder walk on a hot day like today. The sky is bright blue and completely clear. There are no clouds at all. We've reached a lookout point. We can stop here to look at the view. From here, we can see clearly over the ocean. The water today is a vibrant blue. It's very bright and full of color. It looks clear and refreshing. The waves are crashing against large rocks in the water. The tide is out today. That means that the water level is lower than usual. Because the tide is out, we can see rock pools at the bottom of the cliff. The sound of the waves and the wind feels very calming. It's relaxing to listen to. These signs are trail markers. They show us where to walk. The arrow is pointing left, so we'll keep walking this way. Now we're walking slightly downhill. It's easier to walk downhill than uphill, especially in the heat. On both sides of the path, there are green shrubs. Shrubs are small plants, bigger than grass, but smaller than trees. They're not very tall. This area has a lot of coastal vegetation. Vegetation is all of the plants in an area. The trees here look twisted and bent. They've grown this way because of the strong sea wind. Over time, the wind has shaped the trees. There are small white flowers blooming between the shrubs. There's even a little bee on one of them. Here are some small purple flowers. They have a very unusual shape. These fluffy plants look thin and soft, like a brush or a tail. They're moving gently in the wind. From here, we can see into the next cove. A cove is a small, curved part of the beach. This part of the beach isn't for swimming in because there are too many rocks. The ocean has many shades of blue to it. It's light blue where the water is shallow, and darker blue where the water is a little deeper. The fence here is made from wire and is attached to wooden poles. It's a little rusty from the sea air. This wooden platform is another lookout point. From here, you can see how steep the cliff is. The path is made of soft, white sand. We can see footprints from other people who walked here earlier. The sand isn't too deep, so it's not difficult to walk on, but I am getting lots of sand inside my shoes. Look at this beautiful view. We can see far along the coast. The waves are rolling in and breaking along the shore. On one side, we can see the ocean. And on the other side, there are green hills covered in coastal plants. Do you like going to the beach? If you do, it can be a great way to practice English. A simple way to practice English is to try describing what you see around you. As you're walking, try to make simple sentences like, "The ocean is bright blue," or "The water looks so refreshing." This will really help your English speaking skills. If you're new to learning English, you can start with simple words like blue, sky, or water. Or you can use verbs to describe what you're doing, like walking or swimming. This way, you won't just learn the word, but you'll understand it. It might be difficult at first, but over time, you will become more confident speaking English. You don't need long sentences, and you don't always need to sit down with a textbook to study. This can be a really fun and memorable way to learn English. We're almost at the part of the beach that we can swim in. Looking down, we can see the long, sandy beach below us. Some people are walking along the shore. They're enjoying a beach walk. They're slowly walking along the water barefoot. We need to cross this narrow wooden bridge. The bridge protects the plants underneath it. After the bridge, the path curves around the coast. Someone has lined up 5 shells on the wooden rail. This shell is round. It's circular. This shell is pointy. It looks like a part of it has been broken off. Look at all of the people down there on the beach. It's still early in the morning, but it seems like everyone wants to have a swim today. We'll walk down some shallow steps to reach the beach. I'm feeling very hot and sweaty now. My friend and I are excited to go for a swim and cool off in the ocean. In Australia, many people learn to swim when they're young. It's very common for people to know how to swim well. This is because we spend a lot of time near the water. A lot of the main cities where people live are near the coasts. We've made it to the beach. Let's find a shady spot to sit. We laid our beach towels down on the sand near the cliff. We've brought water to stay hydrated, and we also have sunscreen and sunglasses for sun protection. For a snack, we brought some cherries. They're fresh, red, and sweet. In front of us, people are playing beach volleyball. They're hitting the ball back and forth over the net. It looks like they're having fun. Now it's time to swim. The water looks cool and inviting. We'll run into the water and splash through the waves. We'll paddle around and let the waves lift us up and down. A child nearby is using a boogie board. It's a small board that you lie on to ride the waves. On the shore, there's seaweed washed up on the sand. This seaweed looks like strings of small, round balls. And this seaweed looks like long, flat strips. There are some seagulls on the shoreline too. Seagulls are very common at Australian beaches. They're also known for trying to steal your food. Here's a seagull feather that's been washed onto the sand. I'm going to have a walk along the beach. I'm walking along the wet sand. This is where the waves reach the shore. You can see more footprints of where other people have walked on the sand. The beach is getting crowded now. Everyone wants to swim today. Do you see the red and yellow flags? In Australia, it's safest to swim between the flags. Here are lifesavers. The lifesavers are the people who watch the water in between the flags to keep everyone safe. They'll help if someone is in trouble or starting to drown. There are some lifesavers out in the water now on a red boat. It looks like everyone is safe. I think they were checking out near the rocks to make sure that everyone was okay. There are so many colourful umbrellas and shelters on the sand. People are relaxing, chatting, and enjoying the sun. How do you like to spend a day at the beach? Do you prefer swimming, walking along the shore, or resting in the shade? Thanks for joining me today for a clifftop walk and a swim at the beach. What do you call a small board that you take in the water to ride the waves? A boogie board. What is the small, curved part of the beach called? A cove. What is the name of the Australian bird that's commonly found at the beach? A seagull. Who are the people that watch the water to make sure that everyone's safe? Lifesavers. Thanks for joining me today. If you'd like more videos like this, there are more coming. I'm creating extra listening and speaking practice videos to help you learn English quickly. Where would you like to go next? And which everyday English topics would you like to practice more? Please let me know in the comments. If this video has helped you, please subscribe for more simple Australian English practice. See you next time.